Hello everybody, Frouwo here, bringing you game number 2 now of Virtus.Pro versus RoX.KiS. As we are very well into the draft, I'm going to hop right in. Remember, this is CIS Carnage. I want to make sure that clears well. CIS Carnage game number 2, group stage, RoX.KiS versus CP. Alright, so I wasted a bit more time there, but anyway, bans out from Virtus.Pro thus far, banning out the Dazzle, the Abaddon, the Pugna, and the Lich. RoX.KiS in the meantime banning out the Outworld Devourer, the Bristleback, the Doom, and the Templar Assassin. VP in the meantime picking up the Alchemist, the Crystal Maiden, the Bounty Hunter, and the Venomancer. And RoX.KiS picking up the Invoker, the Treant, the Timbersaw, and the Nature's Prophet. Final bans come out, and we're going to have the Bane band out, as well as the Storm Spirit by RoX.KiS. VP going to pick up that Omni as their last pickup, and yeah, RoX.KiS waiting on their last pickup from them. But interesting draft in a couple of heroes. Bounty Hunter picked up again for Virtus.Pro. Smile, really liked that hero last game. Nice to see him again on it again. Certainly a decent offlaner if the lane doesn't want to get dust. But RoX.KiS waiting on that, I think, carry pickup. Not 100% sure though. Gonna be interesting to see. Prophet could be the carry here, and they could just pick up another support, but who knows. But RoX.KiS again with the Invoker pickup. Didn't work out too well last time. Did struggle pretty heavily in mid, but could see a rebound, hopefully see a rebound, as Invoker will likely have an easier mid lane at least, as he will probably be facing up against the Alchemist. And but we'll face Bounty Hunter once again, so that early QQ walk not going to work out. Not they did it too much on the first game anyway, but it is a mana for him to like engage and then disengage in the team fight if he gets pretty low. So Bounty is a pseudo counter to the Invoker Invis, as well as the Treant here too. Treant does get the Treant Shroud, what's it called? Nature's Guise. He gets the Nature's Guise and he can walk near trees, Invis. But Bounty are again going to stop that. Very anti-Invis hero with the track. Certainly a good spell to have if you're worried about any sort of invisibility. Him and the Slardar, but no Slardar in this draft just yet. Nothing picked up by RoX.KiS still yet. We're going to see that Timbersaw again as well. Didn't work out last game too much. The Bristleback lane, even with Yol there on the Lich last game, didn't help him out too much. He still got it pretty late. I don't even think he got Bloodstone, but he still got everything pretty late. Timing was very off. And yeah, bend out the Bristleback for that reason, one would assume. And should he'll likely do very well, especially with the Treant on his side. So Virtus.Pro gonna have to deal with this Timbersaw pretty well, and it seems to be a full sort of push strat by RoX.KiS here. Picking up the Leshrac, the Nature's Prophet, and the Invoker. Gonna have lots of summons and lots of tower push with that, and gonna be able to sustain it with the Treant and any kind of hero or creep wave that comes their way. The Timbersaw can deal with. So certainly a heavy push strat here by RoX.KiS. Gonna have to see if they can sustain through the Venomancer wards of G. So G gonna be taking that Venomancer mid, I would assume, and Illidan gonna be playing carry Alchemist this game. Smile again on the offlane Bounty Hunter. And yeah, that's all we got so far. And I'm gonna do player introductions. We're gonna have Jottam on the Crystal Maid once again, I believe. Yeah, second time now. CM pickup for Virtus.Pro. NS on the Omni once again. Illidan again, carry Alchemist. Smile on the Bounty Hunter for the second time in a row now. And G gonna be playing that Venomancer. And since I didn't get to comment on it last game, we're gonna look at this sweet, dank doggy courier. Just look at that. It's one of certainly the coolest couriers in the game. I just love it so much. So good. And just they're running back and forth for that reason. It's chasing the sausage. But anyway, let's not get too into that, as we still have RoX.KiS to introduce. Scandal going to be on this Timbersaw once again. Going to be in the quote-unquote safe lane of the Radiant. We'll be playing in the bottom lane. Solo most likely. As perfect. BZZ going to be in the mid lane. As that is a rotation off that, I believe, by Sadoy. Sadoy, I think, was on the Invoker last game. And Yol going to be on the Lich. Goblik on the Nature's Treant Protector. Nature's Prophet's being played by Sidoi. But a Goblik gonna be leveling Leech Sheet level, first level. So maybe just gonna go for the elite push here and see how fast I can get this tier 1 tower down up top. As you're gonna pick up a double damage here, or maybe defend it. We'll see on that. Meantime, John, I'm gonna ward up, of course, in the Radiant Woods. Actually, could look for a gank here mid on the Invoker. But in the meantime, gonna ward and see that the Prophet hasn't just yet reached that area. Does that ward see the high ground? Indeed it does. Okay, so no big deal there. I thought it might have been too far down the stairs to see up it. But yeah, that's all we got thus far, and back to normal vision. So Smile will be dealing against the Timbersaw in the offlane. Gonna be a tougher matchup for him this time than it was last time, as it was the Lina, but can certainly be bursted down a lot faster now, and not gonna be able to harass Scandal as well. Scandal actually going for level 1 Whirling Blades because he feels so comfortable in this lane. No need for a chain, no need for the reactive armor. And Jottam gonna be offensively warding in this scenario, as he's gonna steal some experience from Sidoi here. Pretty funny. And yeah, we're gonna have Yul and Goblik on the top. Sentry placed by the VP up here. Gonna make sure this pole camp isn't, or this camp. Well, it's actually, I believe they blocked it themselves, it seems. Yeah, and you get a tango. They're gonna look to pull here, but there's nothing to pull. As now, John, I'm gonna rotate in. No points in Timber Chain for Scandal, so he could be in trouble here should John frostbite him up. But John taking too many right clicks there, gonna back off pretty much instantly. And G in this mid lane, Venomancer versus Invoker, not a matchup you see too often, but G pulling off pretty well thus far. 5-4 versus BZ's 3-1, as you can see on the last hit graphic in the top left. And Sidoi gonna continue to farm up in these woods. Gonna see if we can deny the rune. And Smile, Scandal, trading blows. Haste now on Jottam. Jottam could see some action out of him, but just goes up, harasses the tree once, and goes back for a tango. And could look for a kill on Scandal here. Scandal backing off a bit. Just gonna buy boots in the shop actually. As Jottam gonna harass Sidoi a little bit more now. Actually, who's getting the farm this top lane is actually Goblik now with 11 last hits on him. 12 now even. Matching that of Timbersaw and Illidan not getting much in terms of last hits. At 6, lower than God. Or G, rather. And I actually should just leave that up. Just so you guys can look at the numbers, you know. And, no early points in Grievel's Greed. Not considered the best build anymore to get those early points in Grievel's Greed. A lot of players just see it better to get the stun and acid spray up and have the disable available should you be ganked upon. And Scandal certainly getting a better start than he was last game. Smile again really can't contest too much. Just has a poor mens at this point. But the pure damage from the Whirling Blade is going to be doing the most damage here. And Jottam pulling the camp. As the door rotates in, and easy. Gonna stay in lane. Jottam may look for a kill here, but G and himself are gonna have only one stun, and maybe difficult for them to kill. They don't have too much burst, just really damage over time kind of thing. And Smile again getting very low in this bottom lane. No Timber Chain just yet, but should he have a Timber Chain into Whirling Blades combo, I believe Smile would die if he was hit by that. Yeah, he'd definitely die if he was hit by that sort of combo. And G now looking to push the tower, has all the wards set up on the high ground and now placing them towards the tower, but gonna back off just slightly as he does go grab the bottom rune, which is a double damage. In the meantime, Illidan, never trouble, eats the stun from Yul. Yul gonna get the kill here, or rather Sidoi, as he did teleport in. Face boots up on him, Goblik, and Yul doing very well in this lane thus far. Yul gonna head all the way back to base, pops the Edict, just to help clear the creeps and push the wave out the slightest bit, and Goblik gonna pop a salve and stay up here for the time being. In the meantime, Scandal now gonna get harassed by Smile, and Jottam gonna be chased away. No points in Timber Chain still, so certainly pretty spooky to be in that situation if there was a rotation from another hero. And G continuing to place wards on the high ground, becoming food for BZ at this point, as just being chipped away by the Forge Spirit and himself. And Gale missing, just hitting the Forge Spirit. BZ gonna be fine here. Level 1 Gale too, so it doesn't do any damage over time, just the slow. That is the disadvantage now of the Venomancer. It was nerfed in the ground in that aspect, but still going to be used for the area denial with the wards. Really just a ward-centric hero now. That's all I really see on him nowadays. It's just wards, 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 and nothing else. Maybe 1 point poison sting for the slow and the damage over time, which is applied to the wards now. So it's better to get that over Gale, it seems. And Smile in the meantime, I'm going to look for Sidoi. Sidoi could be in a bit of trouble here. Smile is level 5 now, not 6 just yet. No track yet, but gonna look for the kill anyway as Jadam now sitting here. Gonna look for a kill on BZZ. BZZ gonna fall back behind his tower, however, dive by Smile. Smile now Shuriken, Janata. Now Treant from Trees from Sidoi, and Jadam taking a lot of damage, gonna have to back off here. Smile gonna make it out alive as well, so failed getting cure, and not gonna lose anyone though. Unless Jadam is gonna get Sunstruck and haste onto Sidoi. Smile and G now, actually, taking a lot of damage and may die to Sidoi as he will just feel right click away and gonna teleport out, but Sunstrike gonna clean it up. Actually, no, one less right click from Prophet does the job actually. And VP not having that early game laning advantage that they had last game. The game's just not working out this time as they do not have the long sort of stun from Storm Spirit. And Scandal continuing to farm up now. 36 on him and 34 on the Invoker. Let's see. I'm pretty sure there is a sort of lane swap role here, as I don't think PZZ played the last game. He was on the Luna. Scandal was on this Woman Invoker, so Scandal swapping for the Timber Saw instead of the Invoker this game. That's what the change was, boys. Figured it out. And BZ sitting on 1,000 gold now with a Null Talisman and Brown Boots. So doing mighty well in this mid lane. 37 last hits on him. And God, the next highest contender on Virtus.Pro, 10 below that of BZZ. As, he is not too much in terms of farm, just a Wraith Band, Brown Boots, a bottle, and some tangos, a teleport, that sort of stuff. It'll be interesting to see what he builds into. So I have no idea. He could go for the mech, but that's likely going to be assigned to someone else. Illidan, in the meantime, doesn't have that much farm himself either, only matching that of God, and has the death, of course, from earlier. Is now Jadam going to be treed up here. Sunstrike misses, however, stun hits from Yol, and kill on Crystal Maiden there. Now Sidoi going to be in trouble, stun up, thrown by Illidan, and now Goblet popping the ultimate now. The roots keeping them in place, and Shuriken Janata from Smile going to clean up that kill. So Prophet falling in exchange for the Crystal Maiden thus far. The fight, however, still raging on. Illidan charging in with the stun. Yol may go down here, and as heal and kill. All popped by G now. G going to force Scandal and Goblet back for sure. That ult is viscerous. Or visceral at this point in the game. But Scandal actually going to be able to just sustain through it. Gonna pop the salve as Goblet casts to. He didn't take that much damage either, but it's tad of a stutter. Didn't need to rotate back, but gonna do so anyway. Gonna pick up an item, I would think. Maybe just his wand, yeah, that's it. And Sidoi gonna work towards that Midas now. I mean, it already has the phase, but Midas post phase and Prophet is pretty typical. Anyway, those tracks gonna start coming out now. I do believe there was at least one in that last fight, as I know Yol was tracked up on the track. I'm not sure if the Prophet was or not. But I know Banty was certainly there early enough for him to get the track on him. And G gonna get stunned up by Yol now. And Cold Snap, Sunstrike, and G is dead. So the stun's working out really well for BZ, getting 2 Sunstrikes off here. Getting kills out of them. Actually, no, that first strike on Crystal Maiden earlier missed, so. But still, Sunstrike able to do a lot of damage. And now Smile looking for the Prophet in the woods. Can't burst him down just yet. Gonna take a little bit more than what he has, and now Smile in trouble. As he did decloak there for a second, and he's easy. Gonna be fine. Minus on him now as well, so 2 minus is gonna be up for RoX.KiS here. Going really heavy with the minus strats once again. I'm just really not sure it benefits him because the games just don't go long enough in this patch series for him to do that kind of stuff. And Galbeck gonna continue farming up on the bottom lane. Has Arcanes and the Wand. No new items from him just yet. Was leading the last hits earlier. There was pretty high up on there, but fallen a little bit behind now as G and Illidan have caught up. Now NS rotating in the mid lane. Not going to see any ganks from him really. He is more of a push-oriented heal kind of hero. Smile now looking towards Galbeck, but Galbeck doesn't have Nature's Guys just yet. Rotation in, however, from the Crystal Mate. And now NS walking down. Gonna go without him though, and now tracked up. Sunstrike coming out. Gonna hit on Smile and Jotum, so may look both to back off here, and indeed they do. Have a Galbeck pops the Overgrowth, and Jotum gonna go down here, and Yul gonna fall as well. Edict still going, however, Galbeck now getting mighty low. Living Armors himself. And stun onto Timbersaw as the chain goes out, so Scandal gonna fall here. Just the burst from the NS heal is insane. 360 damage at level 4 purification is just crazy stuff, and it heals you as well. Oh, that's just too good. But I mean, the tough part is, of course, is hitting it, but they have the setup stun from the Alchemist to do that. And the slow from the Venancer now as well. You just walk in front of him and cast that spell, and you're good to go. Meantime, the push gonna come out on bottom from Virtus.Pro, so the pushing begins. Virtus.Pro feels comfortable, and the push begins from RoX.KiS as well, as Sidoi and VZ start to go to work on this mid tower. Minusing up some creeps. So I'm going to see how he can cast. Throws out a Frost Nova, but this bottom tower, no contest from RoX.KiS right now, and going to be taken pretty much for free by Virtus.Pro. So they do have the sustain from the NS heal, as well as the Illidan Chemical Rage, and the middle tower goes down, proving too strong, or RoX.KiS proving too strong for that middle tower for sure. And she gonna pick up an Illusion Rune here, working towards a Necro, so are going indeed for that full push. As Roshan now gonna go down Illidan with the Medallion. Illidan really actually doesn't have too much farm for being in that safe lane, but again, didn't really go for the Goblin's Greed, so I mean, can't expect too much, and that lane was a bit of a toughie for him. And Scandal now coming in, gonna blow up a lot of, doing a lot of damage now. G pops the ultimate, Overgrowth from Galbeck, and now Prophet just bouncing through and getting 2 there, and now Prophet killing Bounty Hunter in the backlines as well, so actually 3 going down from that Prophet, I think. As the Overgrowth combo did indeed kill a lot of people, and 4-man stun for Illidan there. On to RoX.KiS. RoX.KiS killing 3 in that fight, but now losing 1. Jotum, however, is returned as a kill there, and stun goes out to BZZ. BZ and Yul going to be stunned up here. Illidan could maybe get a double here, and Yul going to pop the pop the Edict, and Illidan dodges the stun, and Yul may just get away here. Timbersaw, however, making his way over, and now Illidan gonna get the kill on Leshrac, so triple kill there for Illidan, slowly cleaning up all the heroes of RoX.KiS, and now VP all back up, ready to take Roshan once again, so that was an interesting fight for sure. As we take a look at the net worth Invoker and Prophet on top after this Roshan, no change yet, but Roshan falling. Smile, let me type bottling up a double damage. Could look for a kill here on not Scandal. You can't blow up Scandal, but should Prophet TP in, or he manages to find Leshrac, could get a kill on them. Maybe even the Invoker. And this mid tower being healed up. That's another thing about this full push lineup, is that Galbeck is going to be able to push, or Living Armor towers just delay it that slightest bit more. Smile throwing a track out in Scandal there, but yeah, that Living Armor is very strong, especially for tower defense sort of stuff. Zelda now. toss the stun out onto Scandal. Scandal now going to be the focus. A lot of aggression here from Virtus.Pro. And indeed he is. Meantime, NS eating a meteor from BZZ and slow from Virtus.G. Actually, Gale hitting on 3 there. Smile now has the double damage. Going to blow up Yul. And Shuriken finishes it off. Smile now, as well as the rest of his team, are looking for more. I'm not going to find any, but in the meantime, of course, Prophet, being the pain that he is, takes the top tower, and Virtus.Pro look mid. And it's pretty low here, but just of course going to heal himself up. Illidan has the Chemical Rage in 1, as well as the Aegis, and Bounty in the meantime cleaning up Treant Protector, so Galbeck falling there. And no more heals on this tower for him as it falls, and Virtus.Pro could look for 2 here. Treant is down, and do still have the Aegis on Illidan. He's kind of working towards that Bloodstone. Doesn't have much more than the point booster and the Arcane Orb, as it is on the boots as of right now, but pretty far away as far as things go. And Venomancer now picking up the Necro. And it's now daytime. Let's take a look at the net gold and experience drafts. RoX.KiS was in lead previously, but after that Roshan fight where Illidan started cleaning up after they got the 4 kills on VP, or 3 kills and then the Crystal Maiden afterwards, now going towards VP's favor, and RoX.KiS was ahead in experience as well. However, falling in that regard nearly at the same time as the gold fell, of course. That makes total sense. Those crafts usually do mimic each other. Unless, of course, you're 5-man midding and you get no experience but loads and loads of gold. But yeah, RoX.KiS and VP pretty much even now after the last couple engagements. So RoX.KiS losing their lead must be pretty demoralizing, but still looking to come back in this game too. Still hope. But they really have no tried and true carry, so VP, should it go later and later, that Alchemist as well as the Bounty Hunter are going to start doing more and more work. And Smile now going to go on Godblack. Leshrac in the meantime behind them. Yo, getting a lot of damage onto Jottam. Jottam, however, falling now to a Sunstrike. Galbeck still very, very low. And it's going to try and teleport out, but Leshrac stun as well as the trees from Prophet going to stop that. And now Illidan coming in. Shadowblade onto Galbeck. Galbeck going to fall here for sure, and it's going to be a track kill onto him. Illidan now, treed up. Sprout going to keep him in, and Aegis now pop. That Chemical Rage is going to sustain through the Aegis, so can just be blown up instantly there by Scandal as well as Sidoi with the last right click, and the Necro 1 on him now. Necro 2 now in the bank, and gonna get that Necro 3 any second now. G in the meantime pushing top, and it's gonna eat a lot of damage from BZ, and now Sunstrike gonna fall there, so tower for life. I mean, it's the goal of your lineup, but is it worth it at this point? Take a look at the kills and such. And NS building a mechanism this time around. Smile gonna fire up in the woods, has the lads already as he built last game, and the drums. John working towards a 4-staff, one would assume, but also could be building towards that Necro, of course. Everyone loves Necros on these push-oriented lineups. And Shadowblade up on Illidan using that last fight, but didn't really help him out in the end, as the cooldown is, of course, increased. So scary, scary, scary for him. Can't just Shadowblade in, Shadowblade away, much like you used to be able to. And on the side of RoX.KiS, Necro now up on the Invoker. No, needs 1,000 gold for that, but nearly up in the Evoker. Scandal could pick up a Vitality booster now. Getting close to the Perseverance pickup as well. You'll in the meantime working towards the Necro as well. Or no, 4-staff rather. Needs another 200 gold for that. And Goldblack working towards the Mechanism. Almost has another 10 gold away. And Sidoi, Necro 3 on him. So Sidoi certainly farmed up at this point in the game. 5, 1, and 4 on him as well, so that's pretty impressive. A lot of it from that Roshan fight, I believe, and that nice ultimate. And Illidan tying in the top from the Necro units, and just poor play by him, really, as now Smile going to go after Sidoi. Just popped by Smile, and Sunstrike going to go on Smile. Smile eating a lot of damage now. Can't take this right-click fight with the Prophet, as the Living Armor is now on Sidoi. However, still treating pretty evenly, and now gonna fall as John rotates in. It's a very close fight as far as the 1v1s go. In terms of the Prophet loses. Had he had the Necro, would have been dead there for Smile. And top towers falls to creep, so VP not going to get the deny off. No contest for in a free tower for RoX.KiS there. Just from the Prophet creeps and Necro units pushing in, really. And Necro almost up on BZZ. Now has it. Scandal, another, I'd say like 1,000 gold till that Bloodstone. Goblak now, just gonna teleport out, armors himself before he does so, and it's A-okay. And he's gonna be done here by God, as wards usually allow Venomancers to do that pretty easily. Just let the wards do the work. Now Elden Shadow bleeding up, charging the stun, and gonna see who we can get here on this bottom lane. And there is a sentry here, so Scandal gonna eat a lot of damage, but Meatball coming up from BZ. Now Elden just chain stunned here from the massive amount of cold snap damage. And now Smile rotating in. Sentry however still here. Yul being tracked up, and drums pop by Smile. Smile now good to go for the shuriken on Yul. Yul getting very low. And living armored by the Treant, and G gonna be blown up here by Scandal. Frostball dropped by BZZ, and now Venomancer getting a return kill on the track from the damage over time. Now NS sprouted up, and Illidan gonna throw the stun onto Sidoi. Sidoi looking to be in a bit of trouble now. Frostbite, and moving armor keeping it alive for the time being, but one last right click from the Alchemist gonna finish him off. Smile chasing BZZ now. BZZ in trouble, stun coming out from Illidan once again. That stun just has such a short cooldown. And BZZ gonna fall here, indeed he does. Sprout coming out from Goblak, and Smile falling mighty low. Not gonna be able to Shadow Walk away from this one, and indeed dies. 700 gold going in Invoker's pocket there. Very large amount. Illidan now gonna go on Goblak. Goblak looking to be in trouble, but living armor, of course, healing him up pretty substantially. And just gonna actually Shadow Blade away from that one. So I do believe that was a 3 for 3, or no, 4 for 4, but the Prophet did buy back. I'm pretty sure the Leshrac died to the Invoker. Timbersaw to, I'm not sure what Timbersaw died to. Invoker did get chased down, and Sidoi, of course, did get bursted down by the Crystal Main over here. And Goblak made it out. I'm not sure. I need to work on following the team fights entirely, but just they're so spread apart sometimes, much like that one, where like you have something like a bounty hunter in the back lines that can just do so much work, like Smile's been doing, just pick off whoever he wants to pick off, and hopefully not get focused upon by RoX.KiS. What if he does? That's a bad scenario, and hopefully just NS can bail him out with his heal and repel that sort of stuff. And you just have G use the focus of everything, and alt, and NS could be in a bit of trouble here. Is the guy's on 2 here, and NS gonna be blown up indeed. Absolutely insane amount of damage from the stun Edict and Scandal popping the Timber Chain and Whirling Blades, and the Leech Seed to top it all off. So now push gonna come out of RoX.KiS on this bottom tier 1. Stun ever from Illidan flying on Yul. Yul gonna get eaten, torn apart here. Just very, nope, mech pop, so not gonna happen. And now G popping ultimate, gonna be Sunstruck now. Indeed blown up and buying back instantly. Yul gonna be killed by the Alchemist there. Now Scandal gonna be in a bit of trouble. One last chop from Illidan. Illidan getting another kill here, double kill here for him now. And 2 for 2 here, technically. NS did die earlier, and G did buy back. Neck 3 on him. G just being more or less a meat shield in this scenario. Just pops y'all, dies, and is good from there. Really has nothing else to contribute aside from dropping the Necro as well. As it is now a Roshan attempt time. Illidan working towards likely an Assault Kuros. Could also be working towards the Shivas. As slows is really something nice or something interesting. But they really have no one to kite, so I'm not gonna look for that, I would bet. And now Smile. Cold snapped up. Eating a lot of damage from these Forge Spirits. Illidan gonna help him out as well as Jotum with the Necro units. And entire Assault Cuirass now up on Illidan, so Illidan going for the Assault Cuirass for sure. BZ with the Necro 3 and a Force Staff. Scandal. Perseverance just needs the Vitality booster now, and he will have his Bloodstone. Actually has enough money for his Bloodstone now, as Illidan gonna stun himself here. Can't get the stun out, and Scandal's quick enough. Smell not rotating, and Smell very low here. He could be bursted down, and is there True Sight? No. Illidan now, looking to go again. Onto Scandal, or BZZ rather. Mixed reactions here from both players. Don't know who they're going to go on, but Living Armor popped, they're just going to back off, it seems. And now maybe rotate towards the bottom tower. Nectar 3 popped by G, so that indeed seems to be the case. Actually, no, Galbak here, going to be caught out by the Necro True Sight and ward placement there. Fantastic by G, blocking Galbak so he couldn't go down the stairs straight away. And this tower, not going to take any damage as backdoor protection is on. Meantime, Prophet on top, pushed in the tower with the Necros with the trees. Well, that's sort of neat stuff. Aggressive ward placement here by Jotum. And yeah, that's all we got so far. It's not gonna be Sunstruck. So we get for Stand Still, dude. And it has his BKB now as well as the Vlad's on top of the drums. Illidan is getting beefier and beefier. May look for a heart or something next. Certainly has the regen right now, but no survivability really, aside from the regen. And BZ now look for a kill here on Smile. Has the Sunstrike in 4, 3, 2. No, cloak up from Smile and BZ now. Trying to stalk him, it seems. BZ just chilling in this top woods as the push on bottom NS and Jotum. Seeing what they can do as BZZ still looking for Smile. Smile gonna go back to farming and nothing just yet. Really wants to Midas something. I'm gonna be spot out here for trying to Midas a creep here. He's gonna force staff himself away. It's now Yo gonna be contested by NS and Jotum here, but 4 heroes for RoX.KiS in the nearby area, so it could be a bad decision. Alchemist Tower rotating in now. And they don't know Galbak's here for sure. Repel onto NS, going to be A-okay for the time being. Galbak popping the overgrowth. Jotum going to be eating it apart really quickly here. Managed to stay alive though from the mech pop of NS. And now Scandal in a bit of trouble. Frostbitten up. Going to Timber Chain away for the time being. And mech pop by Galbak. Sunstrike going out into Jotum. And Necro chasing down Jotum. Jotum going to be killed by the Necro, but rather Timber's not going to finish off the kill. Sidoi now falling to the Timbers, or to the Omni Knight. Something you wouldn't really imagine saying, but he dies to the Omni Knight. So Sidoi falling there. As it's taking a look at the net worth. And G gonna pick up Boots of Travel now. Gonna split push it up. Pretend he's the Prophet. Illidan now sitting on 2,800 gold nearly, and Smile picks up another double damager, so could look for a kill here on whoever he pleases, really. I'm not sure he has enough damage, but whatever. I'm going to chase down BZD at this point as Illidan now rotating in, and Smile pops the BKB, and BZ going to eat a lot of damage here. Living Armor pop, but not enough. Going to fall very, very quickly, and VP could look to take a fight here with 2 down, Sidoi and BZ now. And looking to push mid, it seems, as G pressures top and forces Scandal to sit up here. Scandal now has his Bloodstone as well as 1,600 gold. So probably was just saving for buyback on top of his Bloodstone. Tennis now rotating top, and I'm gonna farm this up, but Nectar's gonna run away. Getting kited by the Nectar units. Bashing up on him. Galbak sitting with the Nature's Guys. Sentry drop by him. And Illidan bumped into him, but not going to notice anything just yet. gonna be stunned up here, and Illidan gonna go to town with the Assault Trust and the Basher, and Scandal taking loads of damage. Yul popping the Edict, but doing nothing to Illidan, and Yul now Frostbite up, force taps himself away, but not gonna be enough. Illidan getting a kill on him, and now top gonna be pushed in. Indeed goes down, so 2 down for RoX.KiS, and the push will continue, it seems. Illidan repelled up, can just do whatever he wants for the time being. And that repel is off a very short cooldown when it's not on him, so Nature's Prophet ult comes through, doesn't do too much damage. Mech pop to really revert any damage that was dealt to them, and Illidan gonna throw another stun on BZZ. Illidan now gonna go to work on the melee racks as RoX.KiS get in position. Meter dropped by BZZ, and Illidan again going to town, just has the chemical range on top of the repel. Doesn't take any magic damage at all, and just surviving through all of this. The only thing he's really taking is right clicks in terms of things, and there's really no right click potential aside from Sedoid now with the Desolator. But even that gone now as MS pops his ult, and Galbak may go down here to Smile. Smile not going to get the kill, Shrew coming a bit after that mechanism. And melee Rax falls, and Illidan continue to go to Rampage, and Yul now dropping to the Alchemist. Scandal falling to the Venomancer. Now Venomancer ulting within the base Sedoid, and BZ now poisoned up as Smile falls to the combined efforts of Sedoid and Invoker. And another Nature's Prophet ult. So this fight lasting for a pretty long time, as that Prophet ult did go off at the beginning of the tower push. Virtus.Pro coming out on top there. And Illidan may go in for more now. G just poking around a bit. As a cheeky snipe there by Sedoid on the bottom tower. These bottom towers don't require any backdoor protection. They just can go and fall down whenever they're attacked. So that tier 1 backdoor is always a viability if you're a Prophet and have nothing to do. Just go for the tier 1 tower. As G still has his bottle balls up the illusion there, and it's going to work towards a Aghanims, one would assume. Is BZ going to look to push mid now? Cool step up on GG, going to go down for sure here. Indeed he does. Sedoid teleporting in just for the extra assurance, and G does indeed pick up that Aghanims, and Alchemist picking up an Abyssal Blade now. BKB on the Crystal Maid as well, so if this push should continue, VP can certainly take it. Not going to get for the time being, but Alacrity on the melee Necro, and nothing just yet in terms of any poking around, but track going on the Galbak, and they're going to continue the push, so maybe trying to force a buyback out of the Venomancer. Venomancer, of course, does not have the buyback as of right now. And stun flying out to Yul. Gonna eat a lot of damage from that stun. Living armored up instantly. Now Illidan. Shelby Pop gonna start the chase. Not gonna find anyone over. We'll find some Forge Spirits. Gonna eat those up. Get the extra gold. 26 extra gold on those. And they're showing his potency even in the late game, like dance around the tree. Even if he doesn't have a good early game start, Alchemist can just farm up so quickly with the Goblin's Greed, as we do take a look at the net worth graph. Alchemist now on top. Prophet and Invoker in tow. And Smile after all that. G, however, managing to continue to farm up. And has a gem on top, his Necro 3 and a Aghanims now. Not a really G kind of hero, you figure, but certainly playing it to decent success, with the push strat, of course, being in mind. Now RoX.KiS smoking up, rotating into their own woods, and looking for blood. G and company may be caught out here, as Galbak gonna find be spot up by Jonmir, and Galbak now gonna fall down very quickly as John pops the ult in the back lines. Gonna eat some damage from the Prophet, but force taps himself away, and Timbersaw in the meantime. Actually, Invoker going down, and John going down in the back lines to that Leshrac, as Sedoid falls to Illidan and Smile. Yul now gonna make it out alive. No lucky bash for Illidan. So a 3-for-1 on this top, only getting the Crystal Maiden is RoX.KiS, and Crystal Maiden did drop it all in a very aggressive position around the entire rest of the enemy team, splitting up RoX.KiS essentially, having the Invoker over here, the Treant over here, and the Prophet, of course, at the edge of that team fight. Was clean up last. Yule just barely making it alive, and the Timber Saw, of course, just Timber chaining away as he does. And now the bottom push comes out. We travel now up on Smile. Smile just going to teleport back in. And reminder that those top racks are down, so a second raxing here could nearly be the end of it for RoX.KiS. As they're really just not catching up at this point as the push comes out. And stun actually up onto Yo. Yo going to start eating a lot of damage and just torn apart. Visco Blade popped there as well. Elden going to go to town with the repel on him. Not going to take any damage at all from that chakram. Just try to clear the creep wave with that one, I assume. And Fortify comes out from RoX.KiS, but not going to be able to engage with this regardless. So actually, Virtus.Pro going to back off. May look to re-engage here. And Sidoi throwing out a Sprout. And now Sidoi popping the BKB. Illidan, no Chemical Rage just yet, so that's why they were backing off is Virtus.Pro. And Chemical Rage up in 2. May turn this round once he has it up. And G popping the ultimate onto Scandal and BZ. Sidoi now being blown up by the Alchemist. Chemical Rage up, Scandal gonna eat a lot of damage here. Goblet, however, popping the Overgrowth, gonna save Scandal for the time being. Stun flies out, however, Illidan cleaning up that kill at the last second. And GG comes out as BZ drops, as well as the Treant Protector. So VP taking the series 2-0 over RoX.KiS, just overwhelming them with the kind of pseudo push strat. But in essence, it was all in the Alchemist farming up in the late game and just tearing apart all of RoX.KiS, as they had really no right clicks. They just had the magical damage that was all mitigated by NS on the Omni Knight. So really, it's the Pocket Omni pick that's just been working out really well for Virtus.Pro. But yeah. So VP again taking the series 2-0 over RoX.KiS. We'll move on to the winners match in this group stage. And yeah. Thanks for watching. This has been Frouwo. If you're new to the cast, always like, subscribe, that sort of stuff. Share the cast, spread the word. And if you didn't like it, I always appreciate constructive criticism, and I can be contacted via Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube with those comments that I can always look to improve upon. But yeah, in the meantime, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.